What's up, guys? Trying a new video format here. So normally on one of the other side of the screen you will see my screen sharing. This is a chart that was introduced to me by my dear friend and mentor and co-mentor, Tracy. We helped each other a lot over the past 4 years to achieve a lot of different things. And this is one of the first topic that gathered us and made us so passionate about the following discussions that we had after that, because his sharing was about how we are learning. And today I want to introduce this chart and give my own interpretation to it, of course. And of course, if you want to learn more about this chart, just ask the questions in the comments and I will make sure to share this video with him so he can either help me answer or directly answer to you. Okay, so the learning cycle, how we actually called it was the learning circle, is very important because you will understand how you are learning something new, and if you understand that, you can master that. That means master learning, and the more you learn, the more you acquire new knowledge fast. And in this world, as we know of it today, as the day I'm posting this video, is the most important. So this channel is about setting you up for success. This channel is about helping your business to grow. If you want to grow, you have to learn. And if you want to learn, you need this cycle on your wall and on your mind on a daily basis. I've been applying it for the past 4 years, and this is actually how it works. So you start at a 0 point where you have zero knowledge. Okay, that's the little fog, and you know nothing. Now, in the first step, you set the intention to learn. Okay, so an intention is a plan, and it's mostly based on observations. Okay, so if we take the example of learning to play pool, which is the example that Tracy was taking with me and when he was sharing this chart with others, you know that someone has actually 2 legs, it has a cue in his hands, and there is a table and balls that we are playing with, and that's possible to actually pot them. So the observation makes you have the intention. Now, step 2, execution. Execution, you might actually be lucky and hit the balls perfectly and win the game, or it might just completely fail. Now, at this point, you either give up. That's also part of the learning circle, because giving up means you refuse the outcome, means that you don't want to continue learning, and it might actually create a certain type of experience in your life, and maybe you will try again later, or maybe you will actually decide to never go that route again. Now, for the sake of the example, there is a third step for those who actually want to go further, is going to be the review. And the review is reviewing your movements, reviewing how you performed, and reviewing how you executed that first attempt, and make suggestions for yourself of improvements, and find the mistakes, and try to see what happened. The fourth step in that case can also be negative, because after reviewing it, you're like, yep, I know I failed and I don't want to do it again. So Tracy called it denial. But the fourth step, that is the positive outcome, is acceptance. Accepting that you've made a mistake, and accepting that this was a first attempt, forgiving yourself. Okay, that's the fifth step. And then repeat the learning process again with a little bit more knowledge this time, and maybe a little better intentions or more aligned intentions. And that's obviously a cycle of a lot of emotions, and in the learning circle, it's only emotions basically. So if you want to master this process, you have to also analyze your own emotions on the way, because if you set too high expectations of yourself, if you don't learn to accept the outcomes and the reality of your attempts, if you are feeling too shy, or if you are not able to forgiving yourself, or feeling regrets, fears, and insecurities in the process, understand that this is also part of the learning circle. Any positive or negative emotion is part of the learning circle. So the encouragement I have to make for anyone who is actually learning new things today is to remember that you've made an effort to try and to do something and to actually do it, okay? And that's very important. That's where the learning circle is very important, because the more you do, and the more you have the intention to do the execution, and you keep going and going and going, the more you will keep learning and doing less mistakes in the end. So it might be painful at the first time you try to play pool, but the second attempt, the third attempt, the fourth attempt will be less and less painful, and you will gain more and more satisfaction with the knowledge of what you learned previously. So keep going with learning. Apply it to anything, honestly, anything, whether it's for your business, but also for your personal life. If you have some roadblocks on the way for any of your things in life, this is a very important circle. You should screenshot this, save this video for later, and review this on a monthly basis at first, what you learned, and more, maybe you should actually review it on a daily basis. I will talk about my internal LifeOS process probably in future videos, but every day before bed, actually before shutting down, I write down what I learned today. And in the what I learned, it's based on these 5 or 6 steps that you have on this chart next to my head. That is so important, because I can understand and analyze where I am. If I had the intention, if I was executing, if I was not forgiving myself because I failed this day, sometimes that happened, and you keep going and going and going. And that's why today I am so happy to try new things. I feel less fearful of the new and getting out of my comfort zone and setting my own limits time after time. So I really encourage you to save this chart and keep going with me for the next videos that are coming every day now for 100 days. Bye guys, see you tomorrow for another video.